Pause for a second. Not because you're tired, not because you're bored, but because this moment matters more than you realize. Right now, something inside you knows the truth, that the way you're living, the way you're moving, the way you're delaying, isn't aligned with who you're capable of becoming. This is traffic growth, your daily spark for focus, clarity, and unstoppable progress. And if that feeling in your chest feels heavy, uncomfortable, impossible to ignore, good, that means you're awake. Most people never reach this point. They numb themselves with noise. They stay busy. To avoid being honest, they mistake distraction for peace. But you didn't. You're here because a part of you is done pretending. Donné, settling. Done explaining why you haven't started yet. You don't need another sign. This is it. Let's say something clearly, without sugarcoating it. Nothing changes unless you change. Not your environment, not the people around you, not the timing. You. And that's uncomfortable, because it removes excuses. But it's also powerful because it puts control back in your hands. You weren't born confused. You learned it. You weren't born insecure. You absorbed it. You weren't born afraid of failing. You were taught to fear judgment more than regret. And now, every time you think about doing something meaningful, that fear shows up. Not to protect you, but to keep you familiar. Familiar feels safe, but familiar is where dreams slowly suffocate. You don't feel stuck because you're incapable. You feel stuck because your habits no longer match your potential, and deep down you know it. Look at your days, not your plans, not your intentions. Your days, they tell the truth. They show what you value. They show what you tolerate. They show what you're becoming. And if your days don't change, neither will your life. Here is the lie that keeps people trapped. ILL. Start when I feel ready. Readiness doesn't come first. Action does. Confidence is built after movement. Clarity is built after effort. No one ever became disciplined by thinking about discipline. They became disciplined by showing up when it was inconvenient. You don't need motivation every day. You need standards. Standards for how you wake up. Standards for how you speak to yourself. Standards for what you allow to distract you. Because the version of you that you admire, they don't negotiate with their future. Let's talk about fear. Fear isn't the enemy. Comfort is. Fear sharpens you. Fear asks you to grow. Comfort whispers, stay the same. It's safer here. But comfort always sends the bill later, in regret, in resentment, in wasted years. You already know what you need to do. The call you've been avoiding, the habit you keep delaying, the version of yourself you keep promising you'll become soon. Soon is a dangerous word. Soon is where dreams go to die politely. You don't need to overhaul your life today. You need to start. One decision, one boundary, one uncomfortable action. Small actions don't feel powerful, but they are, because they compound. And consistency always beats intensity. There will be days when progress feels invisible, when effort feels pointless, when quitting feels reasonable. Those days matter more than the easy ones, because that's where identity is formed. Anyone can act when it's convenient. Few act when it's hard. That's the difference. You don't rise to your goals, you fall to your systems. So build systems that pull you forward even on bad days. Remove friction from good habits. Add friction to bad ones. Design your life so discipline becomes automatic. Understand this. No one is judging you as harshly as you think, and even if they were, would you rather live their expectations or your potential? Because at the end of this life, you won't regret trying. You'll regret hesitating. One day, you'll look back at this phase, at the confusion, at the resistance, at the discomfort, and you'll realize this was the moment everything could have changed. The moment you stopped waiting to feel different and chose to act anyway. You don't need permission. You don't need approval. You don't need perfect conditions. You need courage. And courage is built by action, not thought. So, do the thing. Wake up earlier. Turn the phone off. Start the work. Say no more often. Protect your focus like it matters. Because it does. Your future is watching what you do today. You are not behind. You are being prepared. But preparation without action becomes regret. So take the step. Not tomorrow. No, next week now. Because if you don't change now, nothing will. One day, you'll remember this moment. The moment you stopped waiting. Don't walk this path alone. This is Traffic Growth. Subscribe, and let's grow together.